Hey guys, my buddy just sent me a call, was like, hey, my mom is in town, she wants fish, there's a small window of visibility, get your stuff together and meet at the spot. I'm like, man, I'm still moving in, I have nothing organized. This is my buddy Rich. He's a firefighter down in the OC, and the dive plan today is if something big rolls through, I'll take the shot. Otherwise, I'm just here to watch his back and look at the different species because the water visibility hasn't been this clear in a long time. So let's get down to the spot. Leave the stuff here. We're good to go. That's great. Right here is a beautiful senorita fish. And here I believe are some rock wrasses and some senorita fish moving together. Right there is a nice sheephead, some more wrasse. It was pretty fishy. You just have to stay on the bottom for at least 10-15 seconds and don't move, and then they'll come back. Right there you'll see some sand bass, some small ones that were just scurrying away. And right here to our right, female is the one up close, and behind are two male sheephead. On this drop, you'll see that we went mid-water column, and there are quite a few half-moon perch, also known as a blue perch, and some blacksmith. I've actually tried some of these half-moons, and they aren't bad. Right here hiding is a black perch. Right there. Here is a small male sheep, and they legit are always just going right to the tip of your spear. It's just kind of funny. So a lot of times I like to just kind of pretend to shoot them, but I don't like to take them that often. Here Rich is coming up from a dive. It is possible to buddy dive in the kelp, but it's much easier to use a float line than a reel just to find where they are.
A lot of calicos.
If you look off in the distance, you'll see a small little calico going away. And from here, I was like, okay, time to come up. Not too much life. And this is what always gets me. You'll never know what you're going to run into. Right there, a beautiful soup fin shark. Didn't see me. Once it saw me, got spooked and turned around. Not scary at all, but it was just really cool to see it in the wild. And here, everybody's favorite fish, the one you hate to love, the Garibaldi. After a few hours, we did spot a nice sheephead from the surface, quite big, and my buddy went down, took his shot, proceeded to blast it in the stomach, which is not the most ideal, and then it got tangled in the kelp and proceeded to get his reel line completely tangled to the point where he ended up having to cut it just because he couldn't get the knots out. So he wanted me also to tell you that he swears he's done this before. He is not a complete noob Spearo, and I wanted to make sure that I showed and documented this so that you guys can see that it's not all fun and games. Sometimes it does take a little bit of work to get your fish, But he's going to turn this into a beautiful ceviche, probably use the skull and the bones to make a broth.